Have you ever felt trapped in a web of negativity? Surrounded by people whose words and actions drain your energy? Toxicity can appear in the workplace, at home, or even in places we seek peace and growth. But what if I told you that the key to dealing with toxic people isn't about changing them, but changing where you place your focus? Welcome to The Path to Buddhist Wisdom, where we explore timeless teachings and profound insights that can help you navigate life's challenges with clarity and grace. In today's video, we'll dive into a powerful Buddhist story about a young disciple overwhelmed by the negativity around him. Through the guidance of his wise master, he learns a life-changing lesson about overcoming toxic energy and finding inner peace. But this isn't just about ancient wisdom. Together, we'll uncover how to apply these lessons in modern life. Whether it's gossip at work, drama among friends, or even negativity in your family, the wisdom shared here will empower you to reclaim your peace and focus on what truly matters. Stay with us to the end, where we'll share actionable strategies and inspiring stories to help you turn negativity into nothing more than background noise. Let's embark on this transformative journey together. The story of the young disciple. Once upon a time, in a serene Buddhist monastery nestled among rolling hills, a group of monks gathered daily to practice meditation and pursue spiritual growth under the guidance of a wise master. From the outside, this seemed like a place of peace and enlightenment. But within the monastery walls, the atmosphere was anything but harmonious. Many young monks found themselves distracted by gossip, petty rivalries, and malicious talk. Negativity spread like wildfire, creating an environment that felt stifling to those sincerely seeking inner peace. Among them was a young disciple who felt increasingly disheartened. He was deeply committed to his spiritual path, but the constant chatter and toxic energy around him made it hard to focus. Feeling suffocated, he finally decided he could endure it no longer. One day, he approached the master with a heavy heart. "Master," he began, his voice filled with frustration, "I can't take it anymore. The negativity here is overwhelming. Everywhere I go, monks are gossiping or arguing. I feel trapped and unable to focus on my spiritual growth. Please, let me leave this place and find peace elsewhere." The master listened patiently, his eyes calm yet piercing, as if he already understood the deeper root of the disciple's distress. "I understand your struggle," the master said gently. "But before you leave, there is one task I need you to complete." Eager to move on, the disciple nodded in agreement. The master handed him a small spoon filled with water and said, "Take this spoon and walk through every part of the monastery, every hallway, every garden, every corner. But be careful, you must not spill even a single drop of water. Only then will I let you go." The task seemed simple enough. Determined to succeed, the disciple carefully took the spoon and began his journey. He moved slowly, step by step, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon and his mind focused entirely on preventing the water from spilling. Hours passed as he walked through the monastery, navigating the narrow halls and bustling courtyards. His concentration was so intense that he hardly noticed anything around him. Finally, exhausted but relieved, he returned to the master, the spoon still full of water. "Master," he said triumphantly, "I have done it. I carried the spoon through the entire monastery without spilling a single drop. Now, may I leave for a quieter place?" The master smiled knowingly. "Tell me, my child, while you were walking, did you hear any gossip or notice any negativity around you?" The disciple paused, caught off guard by the question. He thought back to his walk and realized something profound. "No, Master," he replied, I didn't hear or notice anything. I was so focused on the spoon that I was completely unaware of what was happening around me. The master's eyes twinkled with wisdom as he responded. Exactly. You see, this monastery, like any place in the world, has its challenges. There will always be negativity, distractions, and toxic behavior around you. But if you focus on your own purpose and what truly matters, those distractions will fade into the background, just as they did during your walk. The disciple stood in silent reflection, the weight of the master's words sinking in. He realized that peace was not something he could find by running away from challenges, it was something he had to cultivate within himself. No matter where he went, he would encounter both positive and negative people. The difference lay in how he chose to respond. With a renewed sense of clarity, the disciple made his decision. Instead of leaving the monastery, he would stay and focus on his spiritual journey, undistracted by the noise around him. In the next section, we'll unpack the master's profound lesson and how it applies to the toxic people and negativity we all face in modern life. Stick around, because the strategies we're about to explore can transform how you deal with life's challenges. The wisdom of focus, lessons from the master. The young disciple's experience reveals a timeless truth: the external world, with all its distractions, negativity, and toxic energy, will never truly change. What can change, however, is our perception and focus. This is the essence of the master's teaching. Inner peace is not about escaping challenges, but learning to rise above them by shifting your attention. Let's break down the wisdom behind the story and explore how it applies to our everyday lives. 1. Negativity is everywhere, but it doesn't have to control you. In the monastery, the disciple encountered gossip, malicious talk, and drama, just like the conflicts we face in workplaces, social groups, and even families. Toxic people are not confined to any one environment, they exist everywhere. However, the master's lesson shows us that the real problem isn't the negativity itself, it's how much attention we give to it. Instead of trying to eliminate negativity, which is impossible, the key lies in choosing where to direct your focus. By concentrating on his task of carrying the spoon, the disciple was able to block out the noise around him. Similarly, when we focus on our goals, personal growth, or passions, the toxicity around us fades into the background. 2. Your focus shapes your reality. Imagine walking through a noisy market. If you fixate on the shouting vendors and chaotic sounds, it can feel overwhelming. But if you focus on reaching your destination, the noise becomes less significant. This principle applies to life. What you focus on expands, while everything else recedes. In practical terms, focus on growth, channel your energy into learning new skills, pursuing hobbies, or improving yourself instead of engaging with negativity. Mindfulness practices, meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness can train your mind to remain present and undisturbed by external distractions. 3. Positivity starts within. The master's wisdom reminds us that peace is an internal state, not something dictated by external conditions. Toxic people and negativity can't touch your inner peace unless you allow them to. By cultivating positivity within yourself, you become less affected by the energy around you. Applying the lesson, real-life strategies to handle toxic people. Let's translate this profound Buddhist wisdom into actionable strategies for modern life. Here are some practical ways to deal with toxic people and negativity while maintaining your focus and peace of mind. 1. Shift your focus. Identify your spoon, your ultimate goal or purpose. This could be advancing in your career, nurturing your family, or growing spiritually. Dedicate your energy to tasks that align with your purpose and values. Just as the disciple stayed focused on carrying the spoon of water. Example: imagine you're dealing with a colleague who constantly gossips. Instead of engaging, focus on excelling in your work. The satisfaction of progress will drown out their negativity. 2. Set boundaries. Toxic individuals often thrive when they have access to your energy. Setting clear boundaries protects your mental and emotional well-being. Politely but firmly distance yourself from unnecessary interactions with toxic people. Learn to say no without guilt, prioritizing your peace over pleasing others. Example: if a friend constantly criticizes you, limit your time with them and surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. 3. Don't take it personally. The actions and words of toxic people often stem from their own insecurities and struggles. Remember, their behavior says more about them than it does about you. Practice detachment by not internalizing their negativity. Develop emotional resilience through practices like journaling, gratitude, or meditation. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. While you can't always avoid toxic people, you can actively seek out positive influences. Build a supportive network of friends, mentors, or like-minded individuals. Create a space for yourself, physically or mentally, where you feel safe and inspired. Example: joining a hobby group or community aligned with your interests can introduce you to people who energize rather than drain you. 5. Stand up when necessary. There are moments when ignoring toxicity isn't enough, especially if it crosses the line into abusive behavior. Assertively but calmly address the issue. Use I statements to communicate your boundaries clearly. In extreme cases, seek professional help or intervention. Example: if a family member's negativity is affecting your mental health, having a direct conversation or seeking family counseling can help restore balance. Why focus is the ultimate tool. By staying grounded in your goals and practicing focus, you reclaim control over your life. Toxicity no longer holds power over you because you've chosen to prioritize what truly matters. Coming up next, we'll share a powerful Zen parable that illustrates another profound lesson about detachment and choosing peace over conflict. Plus, we'll explore how to build long-term habits that shield you from negativity and allow you to thrive. Stay tuned. The Zen parable, Two Monks and the Woman. To deepen our understanding of dealing with toxic people and negativity, let me share another powerful Zen parable that perfectly complements the story of the young disciple. This story is known as Two Monks and the Woman. The parable. Two monks, one elderly and one young, were traveling together on a journey. Along their path, they came across a river with a strong current. Standing at the edge of the river was a distressed woman who was unable to cross. The woman asked for help, but the young monk hesitated, knowing their vows prohibited them from touching a woman. The elder monk, however, without a word, picked her up, carried her across the river, and set her down on the other side. The two monks continued their journey in silence. Hours later, the younger monk, unable to hold back his frustration, finally spoke up. "Master," he said, "how could you carry that woman? We are forbidden to touch women as part of our vows." The elder monk calmly replied, "I set the woman down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" The lesson. This simple story carries profound wisdom. The young monk's inability to let go of what happened is a metaphor for how we often hold on to negativity or grievances. Just as the young monk carried resentment and judgment, we sometimes carry the weight of toxic encounters long after they've passed, allowing them to affect our peace. The elder monk, on the other hand, demonstrates the power of detachment. He did what needed to be done in the moment and then let it go, leaving no emotional residue behind. How this parable applies to toxic people. When we deal with toxic individuals, it's easy to carry the burden of their negativity, replaying their words or actions in our minds. This mental carrying can drain our energy and keep us stuck in a cycle of frustration or anger. Instead, we can learn to acknowledge the moment, recognize the toxicity or negativity without reacting emotionally, take necessary action, respond with clarity and confidence. Whether that means setting a boundary, walking away, or addressing the issue directly. Let it go once the moment has passed. Leave it behind. Don't allow the memory of the interaction to live rent-free in your mind. Building long-term habits for inner peace. Now that we've explored the importance of focus and detachment, let's discuss how to cultivate habits that make dealing with toxic people easier over time. These practices can help you maintain your peace and resilience no matter what challenges you face. 1. Daily mindfulness practice. Mindfulness trains your brain to remain present and non-reactive, reducing the emotional toll of negativity. How to start? Spend 5 to 10 minutes each morning focusing on your breath or a calming mantra. The result, you'll be better equipped to handle toxic encounters with calmness and clarity. 2. Gratitude journaling. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life. How to practice? Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. The result, a positive mindset that acts as a buffer against negativity. 3. Energy audit. Evaluate the people and activities that either energize or drain you. Action step: reduce time spent with toxic individuals and increase time with those who uplift you. The result, more balanced and fulfilling relationships. 4. The power of affirmations. Affirmations reinforce your mental strength and self-worth, helping you remain unaffected by toxic influences. Examples: I am in control of my peace, or I choose to focus on what uplifts me. The result, a fortified mindset that toxic people cannot easily penetrate. 5. Meditation for compassion. Toxicity often stems from other people's pain. Compassion meditation helps you view their actions through a lens of understanding rather than anger. How to practice? Visualize sending kindness and healing thoughts to those who hurt you. The result, emotional freedom and a greater sense of inner peace. A practical example: handling toxicity in daily life. Let's take a real-life scenario. You're at work, and a colleague constantly undermines your efforts, spreading rumors to damage your reputation. Naturally, this stirs frustration and anger. Here's how you can apply today's lessons. Shift your focus, concentrate on your work goals and performance instead of their behavior. Set boundaries, politely but firmly confront the colleague if necessary, making it clear their behavior is unacceptable. Detach emotionally after addressing the issue. Let go of any lingering resentment. Focus on the bigger picture, your career growth and integrity. Seek positivity, spend time with supportive co-workers or mentors who value and encourage your contributions. The key takeaway: toxic people and situations are inevitable, but their impact on your life is entirely within your control. Through focus, detachment, and intentional action, you can navigate negativity with resilience and grace. Just as the young disciple in the story learned to carry his spoon without spilling a drop, you too can carry your goals and peace of mind through the challenges of life without letting toxicity weigh you down. In the next section, we'll conclude with actionable takeaways and a reflective message to inspire your journey toward inner peace. Stay with us, as we're about to tie everything together into a transformative final thought. Conclusion: the path to inner peace and resilience. As we bring this journey to a close, Let's reflect on the powerful lessons we've uncovered and how they can transform the way we deal with toxic people and negativity in our lives. 1. The core teachings: focus and detachment. The stories of the young disciple and the two monks share a unifying message. Peace is not about changing the people or circumstances around you, it's about changing your response. By shifting your focus to what truly matters and letting go of emotional burdens, you reclaim your power and protect your inner peace. The young disciple learned that focusing on his purpose made negativity fade into the background. The elder monk demonstrated that letting go of grievances liberates the mind from unnecessary suffering. You, too, have the ability to walk through the noisy markets of life, unbothered by distractions, as long as you remain focused on your goals and values. 2. The practical takeaways. Let's summarize the key strategies you can apply in your own life. Shift your focus. Identify your spoon, the goal or purpose that deserves your undivided attention. Let this focus guide your actions and priorities. Set boundaries. Politely but firmly limit interactions with toxic individuals. Your time and energy are valuable, spend them wisely. Don't take it personally. Understand that the negativity of others often reflects their internal struggles, not your worth. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek out people, environments, and activities that uplift and inspire you. Let go. Release past grievances or frustrations. Like the elder monk, put down the weight you've been carrying and move forward with lightness. 3. A final story to inspire. Let me leave you with one last story, a tale about perspective. There was once a Zen master who had a student struggling with anger toward a toxic individual. The master handed him a glass of water and a handful of salt. Add the salt to the glass and drink it, the master instructed. The student obeyed, grimacing as the salty water touched his lips. "It tastes bitter," he said. The master then led the student to a lake and told him to sprinkle the same amount of salt into the vast waters. After doing so, the master asked him to taste the lake water. The student took a sip and smiled. "It tastes pure and fresh," he said. The master replied, "The salt is like the negativity in your life. If you focus on it, confining it to a small glass, it will overwhelm you. But if you expand your perspective, it will lose its power. Become like the lake." This story reminds us that when we broaden our focus and embrace a larger perspective, negativity loses its ability to disrupt our peace. 4. Your next steps. Now, it's time to put these lessons into practice. Take a moment to reflect on a toxic situation or person in your life. How can you shift your focus or set boundaries? Begin a daily mindfulness or gratitude practice to reinforce your inner peace. Share this video with someone who might benefit from these teachings. It could be the spark they need to reclaim their peace. 5. Closing reflection. As you move forward, remember that toxic people and negativity are an inevitable part of life. But they don't have to define your experience. The choice is always yours. Will you carry the burden? Or will you let it go? Will you focus on the noise? Or on the path that lies ahead? Here on the path to Buddhist wisdom, we are committed to helping you navigate life's challenges with clarity, resilience, and grace. If you found value in today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more transformative stories and insights. Let me leave you with this thought: you can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Let these teachings be your guide as you ride the waves of life with balance and inner calm. Thank you for watching, and may your journey toward peace and wisdom be ever fruitful. See you in the next video.